But they're like, no, that's not how it works. Whatever they were wearing when they died is what you see them wearing as a ghost. I'm like, oh, okay. Say somebody dies on Halloween in costume dressed as Gumby. And they would spend all eternity haunting people dressed like that? I'm just trying to be logical. Here's an oxymoron. A gay guy in a straitjacket. Do you think gay people have romantic sex? Because my girlfriend never thinks it's romantic when I fuck her in the ass. Sometimes she doesn't want to do it. And I'm like, oh, obviously you're a homophobe. When we have anal sex, we're standing up for gay rights. You should join in on this. I've done something most people haven't done before. I pissed off a blind person. He asked me what my relationship status was, and I said, I'm seeing somebody. What about you? He did not have the same answer. But the girl that I was seeing, she had Down syndrome, and she wanted to take things slow. And she also played the nervous game with me, and she was like, nervous, nervous. And she was over 20 years old. Go figure. Marcus, you said you were trying to lose some weight. Yeah, me too. You want to buy some weed? I heard a lot of people here talk about kids. And they were like, oh, kids are great, wonderful. No, fuck you! I'm going to tell you the truth about kids. I'm going to educate all of you people that don't have kids. I'm thinking about it, like, I might want to have a kid. No, you don't. My life has changed so much ever since I had my son. Like, I used to take girls' pants off like, ooh, are you wet? Oh, are you wet? Now I'm taking my kids' pants off like, are you wet? And he's a boy, so when you pull that diaper off and air hits the penis, it just starts spraying everywhere like a geyser. You gotta get the fuck out of the way. I'm not into golden showers, but I have developed a tolerance for it. Yeah, life has changed so much. It really has. Like, it's really easy to have kids when you have sex, but it is very hard to have sex when you have kids. Yeah. I'll elaborate for you all. See, the other night, I put my kid to bed, and me and my girl go into the bedroom, and she starts taking her clothes off. And not a minute too soon, I hear, Daddy! And he's a little kid, you know? I just can't be like, hey, thanks a lot, cock block. You just ruined the fucking moment. Weren't you whining the other day that you wanted a little brother? Well, Dad had to buy diapers instead of condoms, so your chances would have been pretty high. I can't be like that. But I'm like, what do you want, son? You know, he's a little kid. And he's like, read me a bedtime story. I'm like, okay, what do you want? He's like, I want a happy ending. I'm like, yeah, me too, but you keep coming in every time we're trying to fuck. I can't wait till my kid grows up and he brings a girl home. Because as soon as he goes to the bedroom, I'm just going to walk up there and kick open the door like, hey, what's going on in here? He's like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm like, it's called fucking revenge. Now I want you to close your eyes for a second. Then I'm just going to start peeing all over him. Oh, it's not okay for an adult to piss on a little kid, but it's okay for a kid to piss on an adult? I thought we were fighting for equal rights. I really can't wait till my kid grows up, because then I can start telling him to do chores. I hope he backtalks me, like, why do I gotta do chores? Maybe because you owe my penis 9 months rent. I don't know if you know this, but my penis and you used to be roommates. But I was quickly evicted. It was almost homeless. I was just lucky to have a helping hand. I see some women in here. How many women like flowers, receiving flowers from men? Not bad. What's your favorite flower?
Lilies.
That's mine too. Just kidding, I know nothing about flowers. No. I think women like to get flowers so much because it has to deal with losing their virginity. Because they call that deflowering. So guys, if you're going to deflower, you better be prepared to reflower. I'm not trying to give any girls flowers though, because I don't want to fall in love. That sucks. They don't make it sound too pleasant. Keyword falling. Nothing good ever comes from falling. Usually you end up with a bruise. Why can't they call it walking in love? Then handicapped people will feel like they'll never have a chance at it. But that's only fair because they get better parking spaces. You can't fucking have everything. No. When you get out of your car, you get to sit down already. I have to walk all the way to the fucking store. You're getting a break the whole fucking time. I should have the better parking space. The only time I get a break is when I'm on the escalator. They barely have those anywhere unless you go to the mall. How much time do I have left, Shawn?
2 minutes.
All right. How many people in here believe in God? Yeah, me too. I believe in God. I really believe in God. They say God created man in his image. And if that's true, then I believe he has a wife who nags at him up in heaven every day too. I think God had a lot of wives, not even just women. Like he put a ring around Saturn, that's why astronauts don't go on to Saturn, because he'd be like, why are you getting on my fucking wife? Jeez. You ever think God ever cheated on his wife? I do. I have some evidence. See, I think one time God and his wife got into an argument, and she was like, "Who's going to talk to the hand?" And he's like, "Maybe I will. Maybe I can talk him into jerking me off." And that didn't work out, so he's like, "Fuck that. I'm going down to earth." And he meets up with the Virgin Mary, and she finds him to be irresistible, which is pretty easy to do for a guy that we don't know what he looks like. He can look like anybody. Let's say he looks like Antonio Banderas. But not Latino, so racist white girls will still find him attractive. So they hook up and they just start going at it. She's like, "Oh my God, oh my God." He's like, "Yeah, say my name." Oh God, this pussy's good. I'm glad I invented them. So he gets done, and she's like, "So are we going to talk again? How do I get a hold of you?" He's like, "Just pray or whatever." And he goes back up to heaven. And a couple months later, he's like, "Fuck, I got that bitch pregnant." But that's what you get, God, for using a holy condom. If that shit happened in our day and age, it would be on Jerry Springer or some talk show. And they'd be pulling out the paternity test results like, "And Joseph is not the father." And he's like, "Yeah, thank God, thank God." God's like, "Fuck, I gotta pay child support." That's why he wants you to put money in the collection plate at church. Sorry, God, we don't take heaven's currency. They don't even take Canadian quarters and pop machines anymore. Not even for Canada Dry.